Hey guys, what's up? It's JLEtech here, and in today's video I'm going to be taking a look at Google Camera. Now this is essentially a third-party camera application for your smartphone. So say for example you got a HTC One M8, you'll have your default camera on there, and you can also download this one on top. Now I say HTC One M8 because your device must run Android 4.4 KitKat for this application to work. So devices like the HTC One M8, Samsung Galaxy S5 and the LG Nexus 5. So without any further ado, let's get started with this video. When you open up the application for the first time, it looks pretty simple. On the right you got your camera button, towards the top right you got your menu button. However, it's more than just that. If you swipe in from the right, you'll go to your most recently taken photos, and if you swipe in from the left, you've then got a number of different camera settings. You've got Photosphere, Panorama, Lens Blur and Camera, as well as Video. Now for starters, I'm just going to take a real quick look at the camera. From here, if I tap the menu key, you'll see that I've got a few options. I can switch to the front facing camera, I can turn flash on, off or put it into automatic mode, I can turn HDR plus mode on, and I can also enable a grid. So as you can see, as far as options are concerned, you don't have that many. Also take note that to take a picture, all you've got to do is select anywhere along the black bar on the side. You don't have to just touch the camera icon to take a quick picture. Anyway, let's move on to video recording. As you can see, your options are pretty much the same. On the right you've got a now transparent button, and in the top right you've got a menu key which offers pretty much the same functionality. You can swap to the front facing camera, turn flash on and off, and also switch to a grid view. Also take note that when you're filming you can zoom in and out just by pinching your fingers, and it's also the same when taking a picture. You can zoom in and out using your fingers. You'll also want to know that you can't take a picture whilst filming or tap to focus. If you tap to focus or take a picture whilst filming, or just tap the screen in general, nothing will happen. So unfortunately that functionality is not there. Now let's move on to my favourite part of this application, which is lens blur. Now what this allows you to do is choose where the focus of your image is. Say for example you want the focus to be on the foreground of the image, you can select that, or you want the focus to be on the background of the image, you can select that as well. Now you probably recognise this from the HTC One M8, however this doesn't require a secondary camera to work. As you can see, I just took the picture and then it told me to move my device upwards so that I'm kind of oscillating around the main subject of the image. In this case it is the Nintendo 3DS. Once you've done that, it will then say rendering the image, and this stage takes longer than any other process in the application. As you can see, it's finished rendering my image, and like normal you get the ability to edit and share that picture. However, you also get the extra ability to change the focus of the image, which is what I'm going to do now. As you can see, I selected the second icon in from the left, and I'm now taken to another part of the app which allows me to change the focus of the image. As you can see, I can select the 3DS and change the slider at the bottom to choose how unfocused or defocused I want the background to be. So as you can see, I can actually do the same for the background as well. I can select part of the background and I can move the slider up to the optimum level I want for the foreground to be defocused. So as a whole you can see that it works pretty well. The only thing letting it down is the speed. It takes quite a while to render the image and then save it, which is kind of annoying. However, considering it can work on any Android 4.4 KitKat device, you can't really complain. Let's now move on to the next feature of this application, which is Panorama. It's pretty straightforward really, pretty much the same as any other panorama on any other phone. You sweep the phone across stage by stage and it will eventually get you a pretty decent looking picture. The only downside with this is it doesn't let you sweep all the way across. You have to do it in sections, which is kind of a downside. However, it's not too bad and can produce some pretty decent images. And also, like most panoramas, it also allows you to take portrait ones as well. The final main feature within this app is Photosphere, and what this allows you to do is take a 360 picture of the room you're in or the surroundings of wherever you are. So you take little pictures at a time which interlink with each other to create one large picture, which looks really cool. Now, another thing to take note of is that this has never been seen on devices outside the Nexus family and the Google Play Edition family, so it's really nice to see that Google is expanding its camera software to other devices. Before I sign out, I would just like to take a real quick look at these settings. In here you can find options to change the megapixel of the rear facing camera and the front facing camera, as well as being able to change the quality of the video capture on the rear facing camera and the front facing camera as well. You can also change the quality of your panorama shots and your lens blur shots as well. You can choose to save the location on and off, and you can also choose to turn on manual exposure. Anyway guys, that wraps it up for this video. Thanks a ton for watching, I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and follow on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram as well. Thanks a ton for watching guys, and I really hope to see you in the next video.